pretty sure these lights are about to get
I know, I've been out here since 5. Walked out of my house, I was like, I'm going to go grab my coat if I'm going to be outside for. All right, everybody, we are here with Chris Morrill. You recognize him. He helps us out with Get Healthy on Good Day every single Wednesday, and he actually works at World Camp CrossFit. Now, Chris, first off, thank you so much for coming out here this morning. You see them behind us working out. They're warming up. But what is CrossFit?
CrossFit is a strength and conditioning program that gets people out of their comfort zone just a little bit. It's nothing new as far as the movements that we do. We do a lot of Olympic movements, a lot of power lifts, a lot of agility work, a lot of body weight movements, things like that, but it's put together in such a way that gets people in shape really quick.
All right, now some of these workouts, I've been to their gym, and they look insane. They look absolutely crazy what you guys do. So they're warming up now, correct?
That is correct. We're trying to get them warm. Of course, it's 50 degrees out here right now. We're not necessarily used to doing this, but it's totally fine. They're going to get warmed up real good here. We do a lot of dynamic stretching, a lot of warming up prior to the workout.
All right, obviously, always important. You guys remember the workout, prepping for your workout that we talked about on Get Healthy on Good Day. But you guys actually, World Camp CrossFit has a big event coming up this weekend.
We got a huge event. It's called the South Georgia Throwdown. This will be the second year that we're going to do this thing. We're expecting, we've already got over 100 individual athletes signed up, 10 teams signed up, and this year we're having a kids competition as well. So we've got right about 15 kids that are going to have a competition during the lunchtime hour. So it'll be really, really neat to come by and see all the athletes, what we're going to have out there. We'll have a 50-foot pull-up rig outside. They'll be running with sandbags. They'll be doing Olympic movements, all kind of stuff. And there's going to be a lot of great athletes from the Southeast that's going to be out there this weekend.
Absolutely. Now, you guys will get a little taste of it this morning. They're going to be doing their entire class here in our parking lot live on Good Day this morning. Absolutely crazy. Thank you guys again so much for coming out here. But we talked about what is CrossFit, but I've never heard of it until I moved down and met you and teamed up with you for Get Healthy on Good Day. Is it a new workout routine? Or?
CrossFit was developed by Greg Glassman over in California, around the Santa Cruz area, around 1998. And I'll tell you, it's just something that has blossomed over the last 10 years or so. Most people have seen the CrossFit Games on ESPN, and our team actually took 18th in the world there, and we were top 3 in the Southeast region. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a great accomplishment, but it's a very functional training program, and a lot of times, you made the comment about the workouts being insane. From the outside looking in, yeah, it is a little crazy because it's not your typical sit on this machine and then move to the next one, but at the same time, it's very functional movements you would see day to day in life. So it's going to be something that's going to be here to stay. A lot of the NFL teams are now using it. The military is a huge advocate of CrossFit training, so the people that are defending our country are using this training regimen, and you want them to do that too, because you want them in the best shape that they can be in.
Certainly, certainly. All right. Well, they're getting good and warmed up. It is pretty cold out. You've got a coat on. I don't know how you're only in that little jacket. I am freezing out here. It is so cold. So they're getting real warmed up. They will be doing their entire workout routine, as I said, live here in our parking lot. We'll be coming back later on in the hour to see what they're doing and maybe get a little explanation and see how maybe you can do some of these. Now, Chris, real quick, you said your event's coming up this Saturday. I totally forgot. Where is it? How can people come see it?
2722 Dawson Road. It's right behind the Tokyo restaurant. We've got the complex that's in the back right-hand corner, but you're not going to miss it. As soon as you pull in that parking lot, you're going to see that big pull-up rig. You're going to see all the people. You'll probably see a couple big Winnebagos out there from people staying over the weekend. It's going to be an absolutely huge event. It's a great spectator event, and there's no charge for that. So come by and support these athletes, because it's going to really be something to see.
All right, well, look at them. You can see them running like crazy back behind us. When we come back, we'll be here with Chris talking about all of their workout routine. We'll be back with more Good Day after this. All right, everybody, we are back with the World Camp CrossFit. This is Chris Morrill, excuse me. He is from World Camp CrossFit. They're doing their entire workout routine behind us. Now, Chris, tell me a little bit, what are these people doing back behind us?
Right now, of course, we had to basically bring some of our gym here. We're not able to utilize all of our equipment, so we brought some rowers over, obviously brought our tire over, a few kettlebells, things like that. Right now, we just have a 5-station drill set up. It's more of a cardio type routine, and we're just kind of calling cardio gone bad. Basically, they have a minute at each station with very little rest in between, about 10 seconds or so, and they're going to do each station for 1 minute, rotate through. We'll give them a whole 2 minutes to rest. after they run through 5 minutes worth of work. You know, thus that little bit of interval training that we were talking about at one point.
A little shout out to Get Healthy on Good Day there.
Exactly. And so right now they just hit their first rest period. They've got right at 2 minutes, and then they're going to start back up again.
Okay, now how many of these circuits, I guess, would these people be doing this morning?
Today they're going to do 3. They're going to do 3 5-minute bouts, much like in a mixed martial art event or fight. They would go through 3 minutes or 5 minutes of very intense work, and then they'll have 60 seconds or so to rest, and then they'll be right back in it for 3 rounds.
Wow.
Something very similar to what we're doing now. So what it does is jacking your heart rate up and keeping it there for that 5-minute time frame, and then we're letting it come down slightly, but not to a resting state, but just enough to get a breather and get things going again, and then they'll be right back at it.
Now I hear that sound bite that you had from Get Healthy on Good Day over there. So this is really teaching people can use these, I guess is what I'm saying, at their home. Like, you don't need to come out to World Camp CrossFit. I mean, obviously I'm sure you'd like people to, but you don't need a big tire or anything to do some of these workout routines.
No, not at all. And you know, getting healthy and getting fit, you don't have to have a gym membership to do that. Just because you have a little tag on your keychain does not mean you're a fit individual. You can do all of this stuff at home. I mean, get online, buy a couple kettlebells, go to your local tractor store and ask them if they got a used tire that you can have or pay, you know, a little bit of money for. Now, jump ropes are doing that over in the corner. Very minimal equipment that you need to get very healthy, but it's just putting these movements together in a fashion that's going to keep you out of your comfort zone a little bit. Basically, what we're trying to do is increase your work capacity.
Certainly. Now, you've mentioned Olympic athletes, Marines do this. You mentioned martial arts over there. This is pretty wild. Tell me a little bit more about CrossFit.
Well, CrossFit is basically increasing your work capacity over broad times and modal domains, which basically means anything that pops up in life you want to be prepared for. And what we do will get you prepared for that.
Now, I can't ever imagine a tire coming down and falling right in front of me and needing to move a tire that falls in front of me, though.
No, not at all. Not at all. However, what if you're, hypothetically speaking, you're out in the wilderness somewhere, you're hiking, and you have an avalanche or a rock slide? You got to lift a lot of rocks off of your buddy to get them out. Now, of course, we're talking about very unrealistic things, but typical day-to-day stuff, changing a tire, you got to bend down, pick that tire up, put it on there, jack your car up, things like that. And so basically what we're doing here is giving them work to do, but making it fun also.
All right. Now, we are definitely having fun out here at Fox 31 this morning. Talk to me a little bit more about these stations now that they're exercising again.
All right, right here we got the kettlebell swing. Notice on the kettlebell swing you have basically what looks like a cannonball with a handle on it. Notice how stable their midline is, keeping their chest up, their shoulders back, their abs in tight. This is a very dynamic movement that's utilizing the hamstrings, the glutes, the low back, the core, so to speak.
All right,
next station right here, we're just doing sprints. We've got cones set up, and they're going from side to side, trying to keep their heart rate elevated. Nobody's using the tire right now, but the guys on the kettlebell here, we're about to use a tire. And when they do so, they're still incorporating the same muscles that they just used with the kettlebell swing, but now they're flipping that tire, and they're going to add a little jump in there as well.
Oh, wow.
So if you notice, Jimmy is about to flip the tire, and of course now that tire right there.
Goodness. Look at him, go Jimmy!
That tire in its entirety weighs about 350 pounds, but actually picking up just half of it is around kind of like a 185-pound lift.
Oh my goodness.
Now we have smaller tires obviously for the ladies at the gym. We didn't bring those, so our ladies here, they're actually going to flip it together.
Okay, a little team effort, I like that.
Effort, exactly right. Nobody's at the rowers right now, but the rowers are a great tool to keep your heart rate up using your legs, your low back, your arms, shoulders, things like that. And of course, a good old-fashioned jump rope over there in the corner, just keeping your heart rate elevated as well.
All right, so a little bit of everything. You got the kettlebells, what you were saying, the cannonballs. Those are pretty crazy looking, and then the rowers, which again, that's pretty heavy-duty equipment that you've got. But
well, they are, but at the same time, very, very useful.
Okay, well, very cool. We've got their whole little workout routine going on. We'll be taking a little break. These guys are still going, and we'll be back with more good days after this. Stay with us, everybody. All right, Chris, it is cold out here. I am shivering. I did not expect it to be this cold when I moved here. I wanted warmer temperatures. All right, well, we are joined this morning with Chris Morrell. He is from World Camp CrossFit. They've just finished up their workout right behind us. Now, Chris, what is CrossFit? We saw, if the viewers were watching, we saw that they were doing their exercise routine, but for people who missed it, what is CrossFit?
CrossFit is basically a strength and conditioning program that gets you out of your comfort zone a little bit. We work through Olympic lifts, power lifts. We do a lot of endurance work, a lot of speed, a lot of agility works, a lot of body weight movements, things of that nature, just to kind of get you prepared for anything that would come up in life, get you in the best shape of your life.
All right, now like I said, if you guys missed it, they are throwing around tires, they are jump roping, running sprints, doing all sorts of things. They have another class coming up at 6:30 in about 10-15 minutes that we'll be seeing too. But you guys have a big event coming up this Saturday where people, in case they are, just still sleepy, still trying to wake up, they can come out and see it.
Right, we have what we call the South Georgia Throwdown. This is our second time doing this event. It comes around in October to be this weekend, October 22nd and 23rd. And basically what it is a big competition of some of the area's best athletes. When I say the areas, we have people coming down from Memphis, Tennessee. We have people coming up from Orlando, Florida. We'll have about 120 individual athletes competing, along with 10 to 15 teams that'll be here. And teams are 2 guys and 2 girls. And they will be tested over the course of the weekend as far as their work capacity, their strength, their endurance. We're going to have a 40-foot pull-up rig out there. We're going to be out there with Atlas stones. They'll be out there with sandbags, all kind of stuff. It'll be really something neat to see. So if you're not doing anything this weekend, come by. It's definitely going to be a spectators event. You're going to be able to get right up on the action and see these athletes doing their thing, and it's everyday people, which is so great. We're going to have a masters category, which you're going to get to talk to one of our masters, Billy Goodson, who is a phenomenal athlete, and he's going to be competing this weekend as well. So it'll be really something neat to see.
Now, you mentioned, I think the only thing that I recognize that you mentioned are sandbags. So this is really untraditional workouts that you guys are doing.
Yeah, basically we're going back old school. If you look back and you think about the things that we used to do as far as our lifting, you always would do deadlifts, always do squats, always do overhead movements. Same stuff. We're just getting away from the bulky machines and all the things that even though they might still work, if it worked 20 years ago, it's going to work today. So that's what we're going back to, more traditional type lifting versus a lot of crazy things that you'll see on TV nowadays. But yeah, we go through basic movements, squats, deadlifts, overhead movements, pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, things like that.
All sorts of exercises workouts that you guys are going to be doing. Where can people come see it if they want to stop by on Saturday? We're
at 2722 Dawson Road. It's right behind the Tokyo restaurant across from Target. You're not going to be able to miss it if you pull in the parking lot. If you get anywhere close to the vicinity, like I said, there's going to be a ton of people out there. You're going to see a big pull-up rig out there in the middle. You'll probably see some Winnebagos from people camping out over the weekend. It's going to be a great thing for Albany too, because all the hotels there are now booked up. It's going to bring a lot of revenue into our town here, which is always a good thing.
Absolutely, always a good thing. Now, 2-day event this weekend. What time does it start? What time does it go until?
The first event will go off with the teams at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. It'll probably go till around 4:30, 5 o'clock on Saturday, and then it'll resume again at 8 o'clock Sunday morning, and we'll go to about 3:30, 4 o'clock. We're going to try to have the award ceremony at 4 o'clock on Sunday.
Okay, very cool. We'll definitely get out there on Saturday. Now we are joined here with Billy Goodson. Good morning, Billy. He just finished this workout, and look, I'm shivering. He's sweating. Look at you. All right, now, Billy, how did you get involved in CrossFit?
I actually, some friends I hadn't seen for a while, I got the opportunity to see some pictures of them, and I couldn't believe the transformation in their bodies. And I had to find out. I called and asked them, what are y'all doing? And they told us, and they gave me Chris's contact information, and I talked to Chris one day, and I decided to give it a try, and it's been 16 months, and I love it.
So what benefits have you noticed starting over those last 16 months?
Honestly, I think as much mental as it is physical. I can do things now that I couldn't have imagined doing 16 months ago. Of course, endurance-wise and just in my everyday life, I know I don't give out like I used to, doing things that you just do every day.
Absolutely. And you are on the Masters team, so you will be competing this Saturday.
Correct. There's going to be some really excellent master athletes here, so I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Very cool. Now, what is it like doing these crazy workout routines? We saw you flipping the tire around and stuff. What's that like?
It's awesome. I mean, it's really neat that anything that we do can be scaled to your age. But I try to keep up with the young guys, and sometimes I pay for it the next day. But it's fun.
Well, Billy, you look great. Absolutely fantastic. Hopefully, definitely get out there and see him this Saturday at the World Camp CrossFit Throwdown Games, correct? All right. Well, we'll be back with more Good Day after this. Stay with us, everybody. All right, everybody, we are back with World Camp CrossFit. They're doing their entire workout routine in our parking lot live here on Fox 31's Good Day Morning Show. We are joined again with Chris Morrell, the owner of World Camp CrossFit. Is that what's your
That is correct. I guess that's what my title would be. But we've been around for about 3 years now.
Oh, great.
And just having a good time doing what we're doing.
Very fun. And they're located down on Dawson Road, just behind the Tokyo restaurant.
That's correct. Right across from Target, right behind the Tokyo restaurant. We're back there in that shopping center back there, 2722 Dawson Road.
Oh, very cool. But this morning, they're live on Good Day's Morning Show. They're here in our parking lot doing their entire workout routine. This is now the second class. You guys are up at 5:30 doing these routines every single day, right?
Every day, Monday through Friday, we have a 5:30, 6:30, and 9 and 10 in the morning. And then, of course, in the afternoons, a 4, 5, 5:30, 6, and 7 in the evenings. And we do things just like a team format. We get there, we warm up as a team, we do our strength as a team, and then we do our workout as a team.
All right, very cool. Now, if we all had come back on us, we were about to get clobbered by this tire that you have over here as part of the workout routine. Talk to me a little bit about what these guys are doing this morning.
Okay, right now we obviously couldn't bring our whole gym out here, so we just brought a few pieces of equipment, and we're really good at coming up with workouts that don't take a lot of equipment. And I know if people watch the Get Healthy on Good Day, they know that we really stress to get fit. You don't have to have a lot of fancy equipment. Basically, what we brought out here today was a few kettlebells. Obviously the big tire right here, some cones, so we kind of set up some markers, some jump ropes over there in the corner. Now we did bring some rowers out, which that's not something that you'd find in everyday household type stuff. But basically, as far as this workout goes, they're going to go through 5 stations. They work for a minute at each station, doing the max number of repetitions, or in the rower's case, calories, and the jump ropes, as far as number of repetitions they do with the
kind
jump
of
rope.
as many as you can in 1 minute.
As many as you can in 1 minute, max effort, and then they'll get just a couple seconds to rest as they go from station to station, and then they will have a minute rest in between rounds. They'll end up doing 3 rounds.
And how long will you all do this for? How many, I guess, rotations will you do?
Well, like I said, there's 5 stations, so it's 1 minute per station. So really, when you break it down, it's 5 minutes of work per round, and you're going to do 3 rounds of that. So that interval training, like we were talking about on Get Healthy with Good Day, it's the same type format. So you're getting your heart rate elevated for a little bit of time, and then you have very little rest, not enough to let your heart rate die back down, but just get ready for the next bout.
Now, you guys hear him talking about Get Healthy on Good Day. That's because Chris is the one, you recognize him. He's the one who teaches me all the little healthy tips that he has for me, so I can teach you every Wednesday on Get Healthy on Good Day. Again, you told us that you brought only a little bit of your equipment. What's some of the other stuff that you use down there at your gym?
Well, there at World Camp, we do a lot of Olympic lifts. We do a lot of pull-ups. We do a lot of things that you would see in your typical gym, but we're big advocates of getting other avenues of fitness involved, like flipping tires, doing runs, doing pull-ups, push-ups, things like that.
All right, definitely things that you don't normally expect to see in a workout, flipping tires. Who knew? But that's what they're doing down there at World Camp CrossFit, down there on Dawson Road. We'll be back with more Good Day after this. All right, everybody, World Camp CrossFit has literally just finished their second workout class of the day. They've been out here all morning long doing their absolutely crazy, insane workouts. At least that's how I'm describing them. But Chris, you just think this is just a normal morning for you guys?
Yeah, it's a pretty typical morning. You know, a lot of times, you know, you mentioned that it's, you know, crazy, intense workouts, and you know, to someone that's looking from the outside looking in, yeah, it does look a little bit different. But once you get in and see actually what we're doing, you can see that it's actually can cater to any athlete of any ability.
All right, so anybody can come out here and do these workouts that they've got. And on Saturday, you guys have a big event going on.
Have a huge event. It's called the South Georgia Throwdown. It'll be the second year that we'll be doing this event. We've got athletes coming in from Memphis, Tennessee. We've got them coming up from Orlando, Florida. There's going to be over 120 plus individual athletes, along with 10 to 15 teams. And we're actually incorporating a kids competition this year too, so it's going to make it pretty neat to see.
Cool.
During the lunchtime hours on Saturday and Sunday, the kids will be battling it out to see who the fittest is.
Look at that. Always important, you know, the obesity rate in America. So high, for especially in children. Terrible thing. We definitely want to get that down, and that sounds like what you guys are doing. Now, this is the second throwdown that you all have had, correct?
That is correct. Last year was a huge success. This year we've teamed up with the Garage Games circuit, which Reebok is actually a big sponsor of now. I'm sure that if people have seen the CrossFit Games on ESPN, same type thing. We're incorporating the same principles of the CrossFit Games and bringing it here to Albany, Georgia.
All right, very cool. Little Albany, Georgia. Look at that. Who knew? All right, now you were saying CrossFit can cater to any type of age, and I think we have JJ over here. She just finished her workout, so give her a second. I'm sure she's still out of breath. JJ, thank you so much for coming on this morning.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Glad to do it.
Oh, perfect. Now, anybody can do this, and
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah,
So,
I'm a grandmother.
and you're a grandmother. You're coming out here 6:30 in the morning, coming out here and doing this. What's it
That's
like?
right. Well, CrossFit is entirely different from any other exercise program I've ever done. I've always been an exerciser, I thought, but I really had not. But when I joined CrossFit about a year and a half ago, I found out that it works the whole body, and that's what I was looking for. And I have more endurance, more stamina, I'm stronger, and I think I'm a happier person, actually.
Well, you look absolutely fantastic, if I do say so myself. So what are some of the health benefits, besides just being healthier, the stamina that you have noticed over the last year and a half?
Okay, well, it lowered my blood pressure. My triglycerides are low. All of my numbers are wonderful now, and it's because I work out and I eat healthy. But mostly it's because I work out.
All right. Well, now Chris over here, you can tell he's a very fit guy. You know, I can understand how he's out here throwing the tires around and things like that. But I don't think I would be able to do it. And how do you do it as a grandmother? I mean, not that you're in great shape, but
I understand. Well, you work up to it. I couldn't do that when I started. But you work up to it. After a year and a half, you can do a lot more than you think you could.
Now, will you be participating in the throwdown this Saturday?
No, I won't do that, but I'll be cheering them on.
All right, well, thank you so much, Jada. Go get some water, take a nice little break. And that's what we were saying. This Saturday, what time is it? Where can people go out and see the game?
The events are going to start out with the teams at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. It'll run through team and individual competition all day Saturday until about 5 o'clock or so, and then Sunday it'll resume back at 8 o'clock in the morning and finish up around 4.
All right, now we've got the tire, the rower machines back there. What are some of the events that people can expect on Saturday?
Well, you can expect to pull up and see a 40-foot pull-up rig outside. They'll be toting sandbags. They'll be doing some rowing. They'll be running with weight plates. They'll be doing Olympic lifts, power lifts, things of that nature.
All right, tons of stuff going on this Saturday. Definitely get out there. Dawson Road, what was the address one more time?
2722 Dawson Road. It's across the street from Target. If you can get over there in the general vicinity, you're going to see what's going on.
All right, you won't be able to miss it on Saturday. Definitely get out there and go see it. I know I'll probably check it out, swing by. And we'll be back with more Good Day after this. Stay with us, everybody.